Okay, this video is going to go through the steps of installing the Ortlieb Gravel Pack 3.1. This is the urban pack. There are instructions to come with this, but I found them pretty hard to figure out, and I didn't see any other videos to help me along, so that's what this is for. I just have one on there now, and this video will go install the other one. You see you need a rack to start off with. It's actually not that hard, it's just takes a little while to figure out. We'll start with the instructions. One thing that helped me was to actually line these up, and what threw me off the first time was these things, items B and C, particularly because I couldn't quite figure out what I was supposed to do here. You see, kind of starts there in the flat, 10/14, then you see this curve, and I was spending the time looking for these curved pieces, but it's actually these. You want to first find the diameter of your rack. For my bike, we use the smaller 8mm these pads, and that's how you get started. So I start these off, and I think I said I was going to use the 10/14, so I'm actually going to use the 8/12. I'm sorry, other way around. I'm going to use the 10/14, not the 8/12. So I'm just going to put these aside and not worry about them. So first step is to get these curved holding pieces. You see there's a couple divots on either end, and you're going to see that these pads have teeth on either end. And so you kind of just want to curve the pads and wiggle it in there, line it up with divots. And so you should be able, one that should be relatively flush, the teeth into the divots. You should also be able to see right through the hole there. So we're going to do that with both sets of holders. Next thing you want to do, if you want to, is you can adjust the spacer. I find the default to work pretty well for what I need, so I'm not going to do that. Next thing I'm going to do is going to go ahead and attach these holders onto the bike rack. You'll see one end has a nut, the other one doesn't. I'm going to have the nut go on the inside, and the pad gets a nice snug fit. Okay, the next thing you do is put the assembly together. So you put the screw that comes into it into the T-shaped apparatus. And you're going to see that it fits pretty well into these grooves. Okay. You have this back end, the circular end, and you're going to fit that in to the screw, to the back end through the screw, to hold it in place. Now comes the part that I found very hard to figure out what I was doing wrong. Okay, so when you put this on, it fits right in. Figure, okay, just a couple turns. What I didn't realize was you need to put a lot of pressure squeezing these two together. I found it best to just stand up and use the Allen wrench to screw from above. I'll show you what that means in a second. And just continuously put pressure on the back end and squeeze this together. I found myself just kind of going in circles, never really getting a hold of the nut on the other side. It worked fine if I took it off the rack, but yeah, you just have to really squeeze this tight for it to catch hold. And once you can do that, it goes in pretty easily. Okay, so finally it's on there. You can see I still struggled, even though I finally knew how to do it and how much force I had to put in. Look how much this needs to be squeezed. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so for the bag itself, you see these knobs, and basically what you want to do is pull the drawstring. There's these teeth that the drawstring pulls back, and you want to pull the drawstring, slide the gaps onto the tabs, and then when you've got the fit, let go, and the teeth catch on, and voila. There's the tab down at the bottom that we got, and we're good to go. It's not going anywhere. And that's how you put this travel bag on.